My name is Michael Bervell, and I'm the author of Unlocking Unicorns, a book about the unheard stories, habits, and lessons of billion-dollar startup founders in Africa, Asia, and the Middle East. This book explores the intersection of surging internet usage in Asia, Africa, and the Middle East, and the issues that founders face, from brain drain to leapfrogging technologies to location-based discrimination from investors to government unrest. I decided to write this book because I love entrepreneurship. Growing up, my favorite thing to do was to listen to podcasts like How I Built This by Guy Raz, or learn the stories of entrepreneurs like Steve Jobs or Mark Zuckerberg. But as a first-generation Ghanaian American, I never felt deeply connected to the entrepreneurs featured in Startup Legend. Where are all the other Ghanaian or West African founders? Where are all the female founders? What about the non-American male founders? As I dug deeper, I realized that no one had been learning or publishing their stories. So now, I am. This book is unique because it features translated stories derived from interviews with billion-dollar founders in emerging economies. I sat down and learned the stories of innovators like Jack Ma, the founder of Alibaba, Bong Si-hyuk, the producer who created BTS, Cheryl Wang, the founder of HTC, and Mitchell Olegbe, the founder of Nigerian payments company InterSwitch, the first billion-dollar African fintech company. Each of their companies are valued at $1 billion or more. One of the biggest shocks I learned in writing this book was how quickly the internet and digital ecosystem is changing in the emerging world. In the last decade, the percentage of Chinese internet users has more than doubled to over 800 million people. For context, that's more than twice the population of the United States. India currently has 600 million internet users, and the continent of Africa is not far behind with 500 million internet users. The next 50 years of innovation and entrepreneurship will not look anything like the last 50 years. My goal is to make this book a must-read for anyone looking to do business in the 21st international century. My hope for this book is to change the narrative of entrepreneurship and innovation in the US and globally. Wealthy countries are not the arbiters of innovation, and the founders we look up to in the past will look different from the founders of the future. There's no color, location, or educational requirement for building a unicorn company. Instead, I think the key learning to unlocking unicorns is in learning the philosophies, lessons, and habits from the founders who've done it before. You'll love this book if you're an entrepreneur, or if you're an entrepreneurship junkie like me, who watches Shark Tank, brainstorms different business ideas, or tinkers around with what's possible in the future. But you'll also enjoy this if you want to know more about emerging economies around the world, and if you want to learn more about how entrepreneurship is shaping the lives of the 6 billion people who live out of the global West. My name is Michael Bervell, and I'm the author of Unlocking Unicorns, a book about the untold stories and leadership lessons of founders from Africa, Asia, and the Middle East.